Hi guys, it's Jamie here. As I explained a few videos back, a Smashbook is a mixture of everything, not just a junk journal. I normally keep a separate planner. To demonstrate the Smashbook concept, I'm going to be doing a pretty vintage style planner from a big junk mail envelope and putting it into my Smashbook. However, this week it will be portable, as in it will go into my bag or be carried around from room to room. And when I'm at the end of the week, it will go into my Smashbook as part of my memory keeping system. I found a template that's free and copyright free, and I've printed it onto some pre-printed pretty vintage paper. And this is only copy paper, because we're going to be making the cover and doing some bits and pieces around those borders, and I think it will be thick enough. On the recent live, we did a shaker style journaling card. I thought we could do a shaker style front opening for this, and that's where we're going to start. I've chosen this photo from your bonus printable of portraits. I'm also going to get my sequins, and on the live someone suggested I try the lilac, so that's what I'm going to do. I had people on the live trying to help me guess how many sequins you actually need to make a shaker style anything, and I think we came up with that. I've already placed this so that it will be in the window, so I'm hoping not to move it too much when I add some glue around this fella. Might want to move him a touch that way. And now we're going to not disturb him or move him till that glue dries, because I don't want my sequins catching on that wet glue. On the live, I demonstrated my technique for being able to cut a window out of one sheet of paper. I have built up my scrap box, so the one thing I really want to do is patchwork around here to take out some scraps and create a cover. As many of you will know by now, whenever I collage scraps, I'm a bit slap happy, as in I don't think about it, I just lay scraps down. Just a grunged up piece of book page. We could run that down that side. I could do a whole big bit of plain across that bottom piece. Often when I'm doing projects for the Creator Club, I don't always use everything. I'm happy to mix and match this one, and then he's now framed. What I will do is continue off camera to cover all of this and then come back and do stage 2 to this front cover. I have now covered most of this. This is quite plain. We might put a pocket on the back, so I'm leaving it for now. I am obsessed with napkin, and I found in my scrap box that I'd already cut this napkin. It does need the layer removing to shape around those, and I am just going to put it down on here as it is. Front cover's now getting there. I had an idea that you might want to add some gratitude notes for the week to your planner. I've cut the tags out, and I think this was one of the free frames, which I've backed with card, and I've started to put some hinging on. With the very bottom corner, I want that clear of hinging. Therefore, I'm going to make sure when I put this one on, we leave that bit clear, making sure the correct corner is clear. I'm going to butt that as up to the edge as I can along here, but again, leave that one as clear as possible. In the corner that hasn't got a hinge, want to punch a hole, the bulb pin, put that on there for now. Put the double-sided tape on all of these hinges. You could do a funky little angle like that. Now you have access to this pin. The reason for putting them on a pin was so that you could take them off to write on them if you wanted to, rather than have to write them in position. And also you would then have, if you wanted to write lots of gratitudes, the back to write on as well. That is our portable planner front cover done. Moving to the inside, this piece is cut but it does not fit exactly the outline. Therefore, the first thing to do is to collage around these edges so that we cover up the inside of that envelope. One thing I will do initially is fold it in half so that when we come to put it down, we get it into that fold point. Pretty much as before, take your scraps, line them around the edge, glue them on. We're now at the stage of putting the planner down. We'll be using the glue stick in the hopes of getting less lumps and bumps, and therefore a more practical way to use the planner. Make sure that's in the center. Press one side down. Make sure it all still closes, and then the same this way. Now I think at this stage you can decorate these edges to get them to blend in a bit more with your surrounding, which could mean that you want to do more scraps. For example, take a run of music sheet, ink it and bring it onto your planner slightly, or you can take some ephemera from the kit, or you can combine the two. I'll be back when I've done my finishing touches to my inside. Here we have the inside covered with napkin scraps, which has faded our planner join between the background. Oh, I could laugh at myself sometimes, guys. I made a rookie error. Suddenly had a thought, this might be too big for my cover. And it was. So I've spent a couple of minutes trimming it all the way down so it will actually fit inside the journal when I finished using it. It took quite a bit off. I even had to take a bit off that. If I ink round it, I'm sure that will be fine. It's just quirky at that point. The other thing I noticed is the inside is splitting. I'm going to grab a bit of Mod Podge, take some waste napkin. You could also use washi tape, but I find washi tape tends to buckle up even when you've glued it if you use it on a problem area like that. Part of the tutorials are learn with me how to overcome errors. I've inked the outside with Vintage Photo. I haven't done the inside yet. This blank area I felt was too large, so I've added just a bit of the ephemera here. You've got your gratitude notes, your shaker does still work, the planner, and then on the reverse I've added a sticker here and a bit more napkin. I was going to put a pocket on it, but actually I really like the page as it is, just decorated up. I don't need to do a to-do list. If I did, then I'd probably pop a pocket down and a note inside just with the whole list. How I tend to use my planner is my planner is actually a to-do list. So I will write down my to-dos and then scatter them throughout the week. Let me know what you think of the idea of creating a weekly portable planner that you can then add to your Smashbook or junk journal so that it goes into a month of memories for you. I'll catch up with you guys very, very soon. Bye.